Cardano, however you like to call it. And over the past few weeks, actually I should move this tag, not to make it overly complicated, and then duplicate this last point of supply. However, this is not set in stone yet. This LPSY is tentative given this red cross over here. There may still be a chance that it goes up a little before it comes down. This LPSY is very high, almost touching the buying climax level. So back to the big picture. Volume, it's in like as crazy as what happened late February, early March. It's like it's really near the end of the distribution cycle. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the big picture or the weekly view for now. It may take a turn and then retest this white support line. That's the top edge of the long-term playground zone. If you focus on what's white on the screen, that's basically defined, or this zone is basically defined by the last two mega accumulation cycle. So if we look at the daily chart, this has gone outside of the yellow box. So does it mean the yellow box is wrong? No. Remember, we always have to adjust the playground zone, because when you draw a rectangle based on like a few points, like in history, those points may not be like 100% solid reference, let's put it this way, because unless there are enough points, there's still chances that you need to shift that rectangle in order to find how the top and the bottom has developed or evolved over time. But if you're relying on this to trade, there isn't a big issue, because when it goes up, usually people would just push their stop loss, right, following the price. So if the price does go higher, like what we're seeing here, you won't have any loss, or like it won't lower your gain or profit, let's put it this way. If it goes deeper, similar sense, you're still pushing your stop loss again, but like you have a put order, that kind of way, so you're just trading a different direction, so the mechanism stays the same. So going back to the chart, in order to adjust it, I need to make it bigger and then adjust the slope so it doesn't go as tilted as before. It's a little bit more mild in terms of the downtrend. That's totally understandable. This time it's not like some previous distribution cycles that the previous one may have a very sharp drop. This time across the board, I wouldn't say all of them, because in the next 3 or 5 sessions later, I'll talk about 1 or 2 that behaved that way already. So there are some exceptions, but a lot of the altcoins are having a more mild descending trend this time compared to the previous distribution cycles. So if I enlarge this, over the past 10 days, basically the price has been edging along the top edge of the yellow trading zone. So let me change that to blue to make it consistent with the other sessions. So the interesting thing again is when the price reaches this narrow gap, we will have to see whether it's going to bounce up or would it do something like this, because going below the white line, the significance would be something similar to like it's signaling another accumulation cycle. That's how I see it, at least. Not that I'm always correct, no, but by looking at the chart, it seems like it's going to signal or give the market that signal that okay, the distribution is over and the new accumulation is about to begin. So that's why I say it would be interesting to see once it doesn't have to, or we don't have to wait all the way till July to see that happen. That can happen earlier, so it doesn't have to go all the way to the tip. It can happen like later this month and then do a breakout upward or downward. If it's upward, then it would be the trading range between the bottom of the pink box and the top of the white box. If it does close for a longer period below the white line, then there's a likely chance that we are going to see an accumulation cycle happening. So let's see what's the case for Cardano when we get closer to the end of this